Hello Leo, welcome to your end of April reading. I'm Crystal, the Crystalline Priestess, and this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node, Progressed, pretty much any prominent Leo placement, okay? So weird Leo, like, I was just talking to Cancer about a song that came through, and I was channeling it, and I was like, wow, I really can't stop thinking about this song. And then I get into your energy, and I start you know, shuffling your cards and doing your thing, and I asked Spirit for your channeled song, and I put it on shuffle, and I have like 2,500 songs in this playlist, right? I put it on shuffle, and the fucking song that I was just telling Cancer came on for you. So, I don't know, there's some sort of connection that you have to Cancer. You either have prominent Cancer placement as well, or you really are dealing with Cancer, or just pay attention where Cancer is in your chart, because your Cancer energy wants to talk to you. Maybe even watch that Cancer reading, because that's weird, man. Super weird. Anyway, I feel like there is an energy of you, I feel like you haven't felt at home for a while, Leo. I feel like you felt really disconnected from your safe space. I think, okay, so it's relationships that I think that are sort of the thing that's like causing that. We have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So it feels like there are some new seeds that have been planted within your relationships that maybe have got you kind of questioning things. We have your commitment is being tested at the bottom of the deck. I think some of you guys are essentially on the path of giving up on something, of letting something go. Romantic wise, it could be that you're deciding to let a person go, that you've decided that you're no longer committed, because we have meditate and contemplate coming out, which means that you're really deep in meditation and contemplation. I don't know if you are actively meditating much at the moment, but it's definitely encouraged, because I feel as though meditation is really going to help you feel clear about what it is that you're doing. So we have the full moon in Aquarius here. So I feel like with this full moon in Aquarius, you know, show the world the real you. I feel like there's an aspect of yourself that you like are dishonest with, or you could even be dishonest with other people. Aquarius is your opposition. You're Leo, so you oppose Aquarius. So sometimes the difference with Leo and Aquarius is the water bearer. It's thinking about the entire village. Leo is thinking about the self. So with your commitment being tested, and we have this new romantic cycle begins in Libra. Libra is all about the other as well. Then we have this Pisces card, and we have two fish. So this really has a lot to do with you and someone else. Leo, I feel like you're, this is the time, this is the month, this is the moment where you make a decision, where you, I think where you really I think you've been in contemplation for a long time. I think you're really being called into this new cycle now.
I'm stuck.
The first card we have out is the Tower. So huge unexpected shifts coming in for you in the end of April. I don't want to scare you. This isn't a scary card. It looks a little bit crazy, but the Tower card is powerful, because the Tower card essentially destroys what wasn't solid. It destroys what wasn't, I'm hearing fake. It destroys what wasn't right. It destroys what wasn't actually working for you or either party, because I'm really feeling, Leo, that this is you and someone else. I don't feel like, I almost literally feel like I'm reading for a couple. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse coming out as well. So this is needing to connect with a sense of inner confidence again. I'm feeling like this has had some shadow energy. Let's continue though. But with this Queen of Wands in reverse, it feels like someone has just not been... and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's really in a very low self-worth. You know, someone feels as though they're not seeing their value, or they're not seeing the value in their partner at all. I'm feeling like, look, we have this Page of Cups. I'm getting this, like, literally the first thing I saw is the pig, and I just hear when pigs fly. So in a way, it's almost like this energy of kind of look how ungrounded this is, right? It's kind of like this energy of, I'll believe it when I see it, but I'm not going to believe it until I actually see it, because this doesn't feel right to me. This doesn't feel connected. Like this is disconnected. I think that there's a period of rest and restoration that you've been moving through in April. April is going to be a month where you do get to sort of take a break a little bit because you have been pushing really far. But it also just feels like there's like a disconnection with the self a little bit. And that's probably why this meditate and contemplate is coming out, because it's like, are you really going deep within? Are you really going, are you really checking in with the parts of you that you know you need to be checking in with? This is giving me like a little bit of spiritual bypass energy. What have we got here? Okay, Nine of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So someone's cup feels empty. Someone's cup feels like it's literally, there's nothing left in it to give. And there's a coldness here. There's a harshness. It almost feels like there's a really, really harsh communication that's going to be coming in at the midway to the end of I was about to say August. So it could be that something significant happened in August, or something's going to be happening in August that was significant, who knows. But essentially, there's some sort of like really, really hectic or harsh communication that's going to be coming in April that I feel is going to change things. I feel like it's going to sort of set something on fire. I feel like it's maybe going to like set something ablaze. But it has to be done. It has to be spoken about. I feel like it's very clear-minded. Even though it may come off cold or callous or harsh, it's a clarity. There is a clarity here. There's also like a sense of needing to like expand and to like move with more freedom, and like to sort of like, I'm seeing a lot of birds, so I'm kind of just seeing as like you needing to let go a little and to like see things from maybe a little bit of a higher perspective, to see things from more of like, I'm feeling like restriction. Like maybe, do you feel trapped in a certain relationship? Do you feel trapped in a situation? Do you feel trapped maybe inside yourself a little bit at the moment? Trapped in a way of being, trapped in a sense of I am a certain way. I'm not sure, but it feels like there's like a stuckness. Now we have the Seven of Pentacles coming out to clarify your Queen of Wands in reverse. So this feels as though it kind of feels like work that's been going on beneath the surface. I don't know if you've been really putting it in too much lately. I'm getting a feeling like you haven't been working your candle magic. I'm feeling like you haven't been listening to positive things or saying affirmations or, you know, those sorts of things. It feels in a way a little bit more like you're just trying to like continue on with what you have. And I'm feeling like there's this energy of you being able to actually bring in a lot more if you tap in like this with this meditate and contemplate. If you tap into the magical side of yourself, Leo, I feel like you've lost touch with your magic. I feel like you've let other people's opinions, thoughts and ideas, and I think that a lot of people have a lot to say. I think that you've been letting other people maybe dictate to you where your value is. With this Page of Swords coming out to clarify the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this is you needing to have an idea of what's valuable to you. It's not someone else's idea. You know, just because mum and dad value something doesn't mean you have to. Like, you're not them. This is giving me an energy of needing to break away from situations that feel like they're draining you, situations that feel like they're causing you to be stuck. It's needing to be really, really open and honest and clear with yourself about where your self-worth and self-value lies. How have you been taking care of yourself? With this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, there's an element of you not taking care of yourself properly. Martyr is your card. It says light attribute, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Shadow attribute is addiction to self-pity. So that's the vibe I'm getting essentially with this Queen of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands, because I'm feeling this energy of a little bit like tough love coming through. And you know, this is just the way I read. If you don't like it, I ain't the reader for you, but I'm just going to say things how they are. And essentially I feel like there is a little bit of an addiction to self-pity here. And I think that this is the epiphany that maybe you're having. You're seeing that, are you someone that always sort of wants to be looked at as the victim? Are you someone that always sort of wants to be looked at as, oh, poor them, oh, like everybody out did wrong to them? This is the vibe I'm getting. It's like light attribute, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Where can you transcend through yourself. You know, Leo, you are the main character. You are the sun. You are essentially, you know, what does the world everything revolve around? The fucking sun. So Leos have a tendency to, you know, and it's not even, this is not a generalization. Like, it doesn't matter where the fuck you have Leo. I have my Mars in Leo, and I ain't gonna lie, I act like this. You know, I fucking act like this sometimes, where I'm just like, everything needs to go my way, and if it doesn't, then it's fucked. So, you know, it's kind of like the transcendence of oneself, a service to a cause or to another. That can be hard for you, Leo, because you are the sun. You're all used to having the world revolve around you, and I'm feeling like this just ain't working. A new romantic cycle begins. If you want to have a new romantic cycle, you need to do things a little bit differently. How are you committed? How are you committed to this situation? How are you nurturing and nourishing this situation? Are you adding to it? Are you taking away from it? You know, this is needing to transcend through certain circumstances. And the only way that you can do that is by really connecting with you, meditating and getting quiet and soft and slow and being very authentic and honest with yourself and everyone around you. Because I feel like with this Show the World the Real You, there's an element of you having been hiding yourself. Okay, the last cards we have is the Hermit card. Light attribute. Seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. Shadow attribute. Withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others. Refusing to help those in need. So, yeah, it feels as though, with this Four of Swords especially, and it's got the Six of Wands in reverse, so this feeling of like hiding away, of nurturing the self and of taking care of the self, and that's fine, you know. I'm not saying this is a bad thing at all. It's essentially this, but by putting yourself, taking a step back, sometimes we're able to see things actually clearly. Seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life. This is you really needing to focus on that inner life, inner world, finding home within you, just like I was saying to Cancer. It's essentially like, it's almost like, I feel like I'm seeing this fire right here. You know, you're a fire sign and you are Leo, so you rule the heart. So it's, in order to get back in touch with the heart, back in touch with the fire, with the joy and the radiance of your heart, you do need to do a little bit of work on transforming and transcending through this sort of stagnant sort of energy. This month, I think maybe you've been spending a lot of time alone, and this time to reflect has been really healing for you, because you're actually maybe seeing where things could have been more successful, where things could work in a different and alternative way, where things may just need a slight restructuring. I think that in a way it's like maybe you're coming to acceptance of the fact that not everything needs to be successful straight away. I feel like this is like with this Four of Swords being clarified by this Six of Wands in reverse. It feels like this is you needing to accept that you don't need to be blooming all the time, that you are not, that we are, as humans, we're not meant to be successful constantly. We're not meant to constantly be like, what flower, what plant out in nature ever bears its fruit all year round? Nothing. Literally nothing. So this is you needing to fucking be okay with the fact that you need to slow down sometimes. That you don't need to keep going and going and going and going and pushing. You are fucking tired. With this Nine of Wands coming out, you're exhausted as all shit. You're tired as fuck. You're spiritually exhausted. Your soul feels exhausted. Your soul feels tired. But there's also like there's a wariness here. I feel like at this point you've become so wary of love. You've become so wary of potential. You've become so wary of the potential for things to actually be good. You're wary of forgiveness. You're wary of letting go. There's something that you really are, you're held up on, and that's okay. That's part of the process. That's part of existence. That's part of being a human. So, there's nothing wrong with where you're at. It's just this is where you're at. So, boundaries. Boundaries feel really strong with you. It feels as though you maybe need to set some boundaries with yourself, but it's setting boundaries with other people as well, of course. But these boundaries need to come from the core of your spirit. These boundaries need to come from you and not any external voice outside of you that tells you you need to show up a certain way, that your life should look a certain way, that anything should be any certain way. And I'm getting really passionate about this, so I feel like your spirit guides really have a word to say. They want to speak. They're like, yo, listen, you got to stop listening to any external voice that tries to tell you you need to show up any certain way. This is about you showing the world the real you, and only you know the real you. Don't let relationships keep you stuck because you're so focused on the other person, because you're so focused on the relationship that you forget about yourself. The last card we have is the Alchemist. Light attribute, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Shadow attribute, misuse of the power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. So you guys are very spiritual. You guys have actually gained a lot of wisdom. You guys have grown up a lot, but are you using it? Are you always using that wisdom that you've gained? Or, you know, sometimes you're kind of hiding away from that. Sometimes with this Queen of Wands in reverse, are we ignoring the spiritual wisdom, the spiritual knowledge, the truth that we have? Are we literally, are we focusing more on money and on the external world and on security than we are self-nourishment? These are questions that you really need to ask yourself this month, Leo, because these are the questions that are going to be coming up. Because with this Ace of Swords, this Ace of Cups in reverse, underneath it we have the Eight of Swords upright. There is a reason, there is something that's keeping you feel, not even upright, it's in reverse. There is an element of you needing to release yourself. You're keeping yourself in bondage sometimes by the way you think. It's feeling trapped in a situation, trapped in this cycle is always going to be repeating for me. This is always going to be the way things are. This is going to keep happening to me. Start to really think about that. How are you setting into motion these romantic cycles that you don't like, that you don't want? How can you meditate and contemplate and really get clear on what you truly want? And the only way that you're going to attract what you truly want is by being the authentic real you. Because if you attract a partner when you're being fake, when you're acting as someone that you're not, do you really think that partner is actually going to be the right person for you? Fuck no, because they are attracted to a version of you that isn't even you. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Authenticity is the only way to go. With this Alchemist card, like this month is the month where you're learning to transform these base motives, goals, golden wisdom. This is the month where it's time to transform this loss, to transform this harsh energy, to transform this discouragement that you have within yourself. It's transforming lead to gold. It's, you know what I mean? It's transforming, it's turning pain to power. This is the month, like the Alchemist, you are going within yourself. This time that you have to yourself, this time that you've been by yourself, it's helping you find home within you. That's why I feel like you got the song that you got, Polish Ambassador. Oh my god, it's so funny that song literally came on. Like I was talking about to Cancer, I was saying like one of my best friends in the whole world, I sent her that song years ago because it was really relevant to her, and I was just like, I feel like it's really relevant to you, and then boom, that song came on, and I feel like, okay, Leo, it's really time for you to connect with the place that feels right. People might judge you, people might think you're crazy, people might think, oh, they're making the wrong decision, oh, that's not what I would have done. Well, fuck them, it's not their life, it's your life. Fuck them. I don't know what else to say, but fuck them. You know, I really feel like this, that's the thing too, because I just read this. Shadow attributes of the Hermit. Withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. So stop hiding because you're afraid of what other people might think of the changes you want to make. Stop hiding because you think other people are going to judge your relationship or the way you show up to relationships or the fact that you want to be in open relationships. I don't know, but fuck their judgment. Do it for you. You just need to be open and authentic and honest with the people that you love. And if that, you know, all I can say is be true to you and to do it with kindness. Do it with genuine love in your heart for yourself and the other. Because if you have to let someone down, keep in mind how you would feel in their situation. So try and do it with as much integrity as possible. That's just what I'm going to leave it as, okay? I love you so much, Leo. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you resonated, please give it a thumbs up. Give it a like. It really helps to spread it out. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on with you. Come on. This is crazy shit. Do subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to book a personal tarot or astrology reading with me, you can do that down below at www.crystallinepriestess.com. Up until the 21st of April, I have a 25% sale on every single reading on my chart, every single reading on my goddamn website. So the whole thing, it's all 25% off. You can use, the codes will be down below, you know. But yeah, is that it? Oh yeah, there's also, if you're an Aries sun, solar return charts up until the 21st will be 30% off for you as well. So if you want to check out what the year ahead has in store for you and you're an Aries, check that out. I'm going to do this for every single zodiac sign in their season. So Taurus, you're up next. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, and all of the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding you in all moments for being here and helping us to receive and deliver this reading. I hope that you have the most incredible end of your April, and I will see you in the next video, Leo. See ya.